This is a Headgum podcast.
What's our podcast? What's it gonna be about?
Tell us.
What's our podcast? What should we talk about?
With Beck and Kyle.
Are we going? Welcome back, Roccos!
Yes.
Kyle Mooney here.
Beck Bennett over here. How's
And
it
you're
going?
watching and listening to, wait, something seems different about you.
What are you talking about? It's the same old B.
Really? Are you sure it's not Beck Broadway?
Well, yeah, I've always been Beck Broadway. I just kind of, kept it under my hat a little bit, and I'm just kind of letting the real me come out.
I don't like it anymore.
Okay. Okay, I'll
No,
stop.
Broadway was a bad. Oh shit.
Yeah, Broadway. That wasn't
Broadway
really
was a bad
Broadway.
last
You
name.
kind of ruined the whole glasses thing. I was doing a fun bad guy, kind
You
of
wanna
tough
try,
guy.
Can we try it again?
I don't know if it's really gonna work.
Come on. Let me try to come up with a different last.
Hey, I'm
Are we
Beck.
rolling, guys?
uh,
What's up, everybody? I'm Kyle Mooney.
I'm Beck Bennett.
And you are watching and listening to What's Our Podcast, the podcast where we bring on a guest to help us figure out what our podcast should be about.
That's right.
Beck,
Yeah.
wait.
What?
That's
What?
not Beck Bennett. That's Beck. Delicious.
Yeah. Sometimes I was kind of. It's a different side of me. That's all. It's still the same Beck you've always known. I'm just letting this guy out. And yes, you're right. It's Beck Delicious. Okay, we nailed that. For the people who aren't watching, I started with my sunglasses on. I pulled them out of my pocket, which is something I've never done.
I'm just like
yeah.
and like all of a
And
sudden
Kyle
I just
did
have
not
this,
expect that. He didn't see that
I have
coming
this
at all.
visual of like Beck, like, he's pulling all sorts of stuff out of his pocket. Oh, look, there's an old candy bar.
Yeah, or an old
There's
string
like
bean or
look,
something.
a screwdriver, a string bean.
Yeah, string. Yeah,
And then
like-
the glasses, the sunglasses come out, and he's like, "Hey, who do I look like?" And then all of a sudden we're in like Hawaii or something, or
Right.
somewhere remote.
Well, you said Broadway at first.
Yeah, I was a mistake.
And that's okay, and we'll sit in our mistakes and live with it.
And how would Beck Broadway sort of interact with the world?
A little bit more like this.
And ladies and gentlemen, my friend is canceled.
No. No, Broadway, it's big. You have to play to the back of the house. Are you kidding me? I'm a musical theater boy.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yes, loud, big, out. What are you talking about?
Your voice sounds different, man.
Look, if you're singing, you're about to break into song. You have to.
Yeah, man.
No, it's okay. Everybody knows that's Broadway.
Well, now the voice is becoming more subtle again.
Broadway. You have to say it's singing. What? I don't understand. It's totally fine.
Yeah,
I feel
man.
fine about my Broadway choice.
Yeah.
Look, I love Broadway. I always hit up Broadway. Kyle didn't really grow up in Broadway.
I didn't. I like it now, but I'm actually wearing
Kyle,
a shirt,
so you don't
a
know.
Broadway shirt.
Yeah, it's a rock band Broadway shirt.
It's the Who's Tommy on Broadway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they have a rock opera called Tommy, and then it became a Broadway show and a touring.
Your depth of knowledge you have for music, it just astounds me to this day. I don't even know how you have room for it in that little noggin of yours.
Well, I am stupid.
Actually, it turns out it's pretty big.
It's true. I am stupid, but I have like these weird factoids.
Yeah. I don't even have that. I can't retain anything. I went to the doctor about it.
Really?
Yeah, and they said no, you don't have any room. Yeah.
And what is in there? Just sort of like, gotta get my coffee.
Yeah, coffee, substances, feelings.
What do you this? Because this is a good chance for me to get to know you a little better.
Nope. Don't ask me what you're about to ask me.
I want to know when it's not erected and when it's.
No, I'm not going to tell. That's for me. That's for me. That's for just for me.
Here, okay.
You want to know when my penis is erected?
I want to know what time of day it gets erected.
Okay. I don't know.
You don't pay attention?
Well, I mean, I don't pay attention to the time necessarily. Sometimes,
Okay, because I know all the times.
you know. Okay, what are the times that you get erected?
5:48 this morning. What time is it right now?
10:57.
10:56, I guess, and it's still going.
Wow. That's incredible. You're hard right now.
Yes, I loved.
You loved what, my Broadway thing?
The Broadway thing, and then I don't know if our viewers saw it, but when we did, Beck Broadway
and
Beck Delicious.
Beck Delicious, yeah. That turned you on.
I don't know. Sorry, I
don't even know what we're talking. I don't even
Wait,
know
but I did have a sincere question for you.
Okay, when I was talking about I can't retain anything in my brain.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
I do hold a lot of factoids in my head. I think that's probably true. Or like I kind of have specific niche interests.
Yes.
And that ranges from, let's say, baseball stats to,
film, music.
Yeah, that sort of stuff. Yeah. What do you think? Is there anything you think that, like, okay, I know a decent amount about this subject, or I can pull, not even like
no, I don't know
acting
anything.
or something?
No, I mean, yeah, I guess so. Acting, a little bit of theater, a little bit of comedy stuff.
Yeah.
Cooking, some music, some film.
Cooking, yeah. Restaurants?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. But I don't think I've ever really, like, you've always had more of a natural, like, interest in consuming that information. And I guess I just haven't really.
You don't have to.
No, but it is something that
Gift and
I
a
find in
curse.
my life right now that I feel like I'm missing for the first time in the past, like, couple of years, where I do want to, like, educate myself more on the topics that interest me. I think that it's a great strength to have those hobbies and those interests that you develop outside of any need for applying them. You know what I mean? Like, I think the way that my brain works is often like, is either like trying to learn something that I can apply to make my life better or like career better. Like, I think there's a little feeling of like, for me, if I'm like getting interested in something, there's a little bit of like, oh, you could be doing something that makes you better.
It's a practical application.
Yes. And so I think, and now at this point in my life, I'm kind of like, oh, I really am missing that thing, developing those interests that are just for me and aren't making my house better, or making me a better parent, or making me a better actor or comedian or whatever that is, or, creating opportunities for myself. I think for a while it's been a lot of like, that fear or that desire to be better at those things. And now I'm kind of like, I don't need to spend all my time.
I've grown a little bit. I think that makes sense. I will say the reverse of it is like, I do become obsessive about stuff. And like, for instance, in the last couple of years, I've gotten really into baseball, and I play a game with my friends, with some of my friends, daily, even though now we're taking a break because the baseball season ended. And it's a game on the phone called the Immaculate Grid, and it's all dedicated to stats and teams and stuff like that. And I'm constantly researching, right? Like, who did Bobby Grich play for? Like, a player I had never heard of until for some reason I opened them up in a pack of baseball cards. But the issue is that, like, now that is one of the first things I think of when I wake up in the morning. Do you know what I'm saying? So like, it's the exact opposite of what it can get it can get in the way of my life, in the sense that like, I gotta wake up with my daughter and make sure she's fed breakfast. But I'm like, who played for the Detroit Tigers and the Philadelphia Phillies or something like that? Right. Like, I'm thinking about that, when like it really shouldn't. It has too much impact on, or has a little more impact on my day than it should.
Sure. Well, it seems like maybe we're in different positions.
Yeah.
Like, I want to do more of that, and you want to maybe pull back a little bit.
At times, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, but
it does calm me. It does, like, being into things, like,
yeah, it's important.
After a stressful day or something like that, now I can kick back and just like, I like what I do. I'm not good at watching. I used to be very good at consuming movies. Like, I would like, but now, like, it's like, if I'm relaxing, I'm like just watching a Billy Joel concert from like 1988 on YouTube. Like, that's like
awesome.
kind of what I do so these sort of things just calm me down.
Yeah. Yeah, that's great. That's rad. I mean, like, even with sports though, I'm like I feel like you've heard me say I want to get more into sports. And like even just being like, oh, on Sunday, which is not, it's family time. It's like even setting aside like 4 hours to watch a football game when like I could be doing something with my son or even helping clean up the house or do, there's like breaking into something that takes me away from something that's important it's like, it's hard to do at first. I feel like I just started watching football again and getting back into the Bears, which I grew up watching and loving.
Yeah.
But it does take up time. And yeah, I just.
It's also, I go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, no, there's a part of me that has trouble letting go of that when all I really want is more time.
Yeah.
To do the things in my life.
Well, it makes me think of what some a friend of mine said. Do you know Beck Delicious?
Yeah, I know Beck Delicious.
I think he once said, "You just got to." I don't fucking know.
Uh-oh. Kyle fell apart.
I don't know. I actually don't know what Beck Delicious's vibe is.
Well, he has said, I'm hard all the time.
Okay, that was one of the things are we sure he said that?
I'm pretty sure he said, I'm pretty sure he said, I think it was like, nothing's hard when you're hard all the time. Life isn't that hard when you're hard all the time.
Beck Delicious said,
I think
he said that today?
I think he said today, life isn't that hard when you're hard all the time.
Oh, okay. Well, Richelle is here.
Yes, Richelle is here. Richelle is new to the What's Our Podcast team. She was
previously part of other teams.
Yes, and now she's a part of our team. The Kevin Nealon episode was her first one here. We'd like to welcome you officially to our audience.
Let's give Richelle a Rocco welcome. Whoa, 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 whoa,
whoa. And Casey is not here anymore. We miss him and we love him.
You can't take away from what Casey helped build and create with the What's Our Podcast brand and experience.
Absolutely. And if we ever have a ride, he'll be part of it. Like a ride at a theme park or something like that.
No, I didn't. You didn't need to explain it. I understood.
Yeah, well, it's just kind of like the nothingness on your face. I thought I needed to give you more,
Don't talk to me like
just
that.
kind of But we're very happy to have Richelle here.
And if we have a ride, we'd love for you to be a part of the ride.
Oh yeah,
too.
you're going to be a part of the ride too. Everybody's a part of the ride. If you contributed to What's Our Podcast?
But if you contributed mean comments, you're going to be a bad guy on the ride.
Yeah, and we'll get.
And if you don't subscribe, you're not going to be on the ride.
Yeah.
So keep subscribing.
Make sure you subscribe if you want to be part of the ride. Make sure you subscribe if you want to be part of the ride.
Is our guest here?
Yeah.
Nothing else to talk about?
I could talk to you for...
I could talk to you for a long time.
I just want to... I want to just... I feel like now that I've started watching the podcast, listening to the podcast, because, we have to fucking give fucking notes.
I know.
Not true.
Oh,
we don't have to give notes?
No. You guys got to opt into that.
We should stop. It's too much. It's way too much.
So
but there's just so much of myself that I want to cut out.
Some of these little bits we do like at the top are my favorite parts. And now I'm like, and I've said this before, after our pilot, I remember saying this, that like, I don't know if we'll ever do one as good as the pilot, which I love. And then we did do some ones that I really loved. And now it's like, now that I've seen it, it's like, oh man, sometimes I love our little intros and like, now I'm going to be sort of battling against those intros that I've loved.
Oh, sure. You're like, oh, I want to do as well as what we did before.
Yeah.
We will. We absolutely will. It's in us. We don't have to do anything. We just have to let it come out. And I was actually thinking, too, I do like the intros. I like that we get our own time here and then the guest comes in. But I do feel like, in a way, if the guest was able to be a part of this and see us...
They could sort of be informed of what this thing is.
And kind of go into it. Because I do feel like we switch gears pretty distinctly into the interview. But it is still fun and silly. But like, I almost wonder if having them be a part of this would inform.
So maybe when
part.
Zack, Oh, you have an idea?
We could have the guest kind of sit right there and not participate.
Yeah.
But kind of observe.
Oh, right. There is that thing where people do the podcast thing where they're like hanging for a while until they're introduced.
Yeah.
But like we're talking for a while.
Yeah, but it's still fun. We all love it.
Yeah. And then they could interject kind of whenever.
You don't think you'd be nervous with like another person listening?
I might be, yeah.
Because I wouldn't talk.
We could maybe put like a bag over their head or something.
You should pitch it to Zack and see if like
let's see what
we're building it with our guests, so see what he thinks.
Okay.
Yeah, and then maybe we could have like a 10-minute moment where he sits over there with a bag on his head. Just to so we can't see what he's thinking based on what we're doing.
Okay, folks. Now, just so you're aware, I've been dealing with this guy for 20 some odd years, and he's been coming up with these crazy ideas, and that's actually why I love him.
Dude, dealing
You're
with
not
what did I
going to
even
put a
say?
bag over somebody's head because that's illegal.
I didn't know it was illegal.
That's absolutely illegal. You can't do that.
Well, then I'm in big trouble.
Yeah, I know. All of a sudden, it's like Beck's written his manifesto, right? And they're going to come after him.
You think I've written a whole manifesto
right?
about
And then
putting
years
bags
from now,
on
it's
people's
like,
heads?
did we have any idea? Were there any hints? Yeah, he was talking pretty blatantly about putting the bags on people's heads, people.
Well, I didn't know it was illegal, so
It's definitely
yes, I do have a
illegal.
manifesto about the bags, and it's something I've been waiting to unleash, but now I'm going to burn that.
We have a wonderful guest today.
Incredible actor,
You've seen
comedian.
him on all sorts of stuff. Severance.
Crashing
Which
is where
is-
I first saw him.
Yep. Oh, that's
Stand-up
right.
performer on that.
Emmy nominated.
Emmy nominated, dramatic
Came up
actor
in the
now.
UCB.
Just like us, Kyle. UCB, don't think. Yay!
Oh, we have UCB's biggest cheerleader. All of a sudden.
Do you have the hoodie? Don't think.
Nice. That was
I never
tight.
had one of the hoodies. Too bad.
The hoodies were pretty ubiquitous there for a moment in 2009.
Yeah.
Well, I guess Anya went to go grab them, maybe.
Okay, now we got to scoot over.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Zack. Cherry.
Zack.
Today's episode is brought to you by
Alma. Sorry, did I take that from you?
No, it was cool.
Thanks, yeah. It seemed like you didn't think it was cool for one little second.
No, I always liked it.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, working on your mental health is hard enough. Finding the right therapist shouldn't be.
No, it shouldn't be. That's where Alma comes in. Alma, spelled A-L-M-A. Makes it simple to find a licensed in-network therapist who really gets you. You can browse their directory, no account needed, and filter by what matters to you. Race, gender, specialty, therapy style, and even more.
I'm just imagining what those more are right now.
Yeah.
Maybe it's another. And this isn't just about convenience. It's about real connection. 97% of people who found a therapist through Alma said they felt seen and heard. Because when you're struggling, a real person can make all the difference.
That's true. Don't go to AI, a little Roomba. Go to a real person. Plus, Alma helps you find therapists who accept your insurance, so care is actually affordable. On average, people save 80% on the cost of therapy when using insurance, helping reduce the financial stress and strain so you can focus on what matters. Me and Kyle both benefited from therapy.
Yep, I got problems, and I got problems today, tomorrow, and the next day.
And sometimes you think you're all figured out, and they creep up again.
I know,
You got to go
that
back.
is the
and you gotta
worst.
be
It's like, I think I did it, but
nah,
you might be...
we're not.
We're
not
we're
robots.
on, we're projects.
living,
We're ongoing
growing
projects,
people.
right?
Exactly.
And you might need to tune up.
Yeah. So, better with people, better with Alma. Visit helloalma.com/our podcast to schedule a free consultation today. That's helloalma.com/our podcast.
As the holidays creep closer,
And they
the
are
days,
so creepy, aren't they? Ooh, here come the holidays.
we're not talking about those holidays, man. Relax for 1 second.
Oh, sorry. Okay, I got
As the
confused
holidays
again.
creep closer, the days get busier and routines get thrown off with parties, feasts, and endless to-dos. That's when I reach for Tempo. Real meals, already cooked, ready in minutes, and actually good for you. Help me stay balanced while still enjoying the celebrations.
Hell yeah. Tempo delivers fresh, chef-crafted, dietitian-approved meals right to your door. Each meal is perfectly portioned for lunch or dinner, ready just in 2 minutes. The meals,
That
Real-
means
I was going to say that meal's real food, but that means real food.
That means real food, real fast. Okay, I'm dropping the bit. I'm not some cool guy trying to be something I'm not. This is who I really am. A nice guy who loves tempo meals.
But I'm actually a cool guy.
Beck is actually very cool.
I actually took on the cool stuff. So
With 20, do you want me to take it or do you want to take it?
Why don't you roll with it, dude?
Man, he's cool. But me, I'm just a normal guy. With 20 new recipes every week made from nutrient-rich ingredients, Tempo keeps things exciting and helps you stay consistent with healthy habits.
Look, it's convenient, but also flexible enough to fit the way you want to eat. I've had these meals, dude. They're good.
To me, it's like just like Nona used to make.
Yeah. I love my Nona's meals, and yeah, it reminds me exactly of my Nona. And your Nona, too.
No matter your goals, there's a Tempo meal for you. Protein-packed meals with up to 30 grams of protein, calorie-conscious, carb-conscious, even fiber-rich. It's convenient, but also flexible enough to fit the way you want to eat. Tempo was even the official partner of the 2025 CrossFit Games.
That's cool.
Proving their meals are built to support optimal nutrition and performance.
Yeah. So, look, guys, listen to us, please. For a limited time, Tempo's offering my and our listeners 60%. Look at him go. He's getting so excited. 60% off, dude, for your first box. Go to tempomeals.com/BeckandKyle.
That's tempomeals.com/BeckandKyle for 60% off your first box. Tempomeals.com/BeckandKyle. Rules and restrictions
Apply.
may apply.
May apply. Zach, thanks for coming by, dude.
Thanks for being here. How are you?
I'm good.
Yeah?
How are you guys?
Really bad.
Oh, no.
Yeah, really, really bad. I think, or maybe we're good. I don't know. What do you think, Kyle?
What's happening with you that you said
it's not
that?
it's not a decision we make together. I feel like you sort of get to decide for yourself.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm busy.
You said really bad like 30 seconds ago.
I know. I really like to say really bad.
But you're okay.
I'm okay, yeah.
What's the worst thing happening to you right now?
Oh, worst thing? I mean, it's really only good. I'm just busy.
Oh, okay.
And I'm solo parenting. My wife is in New York right now, so it's like, it's a lot of stuff in the morning.
It's a good question. Like, what is the worst thing that's happening to you? That's
I like to start most social interactions with that.
I'm not going to say solo parenting is the worst thing because that means I get a lot of time with my son and I love him.
You did say it, but we'll.
Yeah, it's the responsibilities, the cleaning.
Sure.
I think the worst thing happening right now is that we moved back from New York after 2 months. And so there's like a lot of chores to do, but I'm spread thin. So like the house is not organized. And for me, that drives me nuts. It's hard to be productive when there's a mess.
For sure.
You know what I'm noticing, and this is not fair to say that it's the worst thing, and you guys can tell me if you suffer from this too. Like, I feel like I set up these like markers in my life. Like, oh, once I'm done with that, then I'm chilling. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And for instance, I have a couple like projects that I'm working on right now. And I keep on thinking like, oh, once I put those out there, I'll just be hanging. But after those come out, there'll be something else.
Yeah.
There's always something else.
Always
Like
another thing. I think about this a
Stuff comes
lot. My ultimate goal is to just be retired.
Yes,
I always.
1,000%.
I'm looking forward to that so much.
What do you know? Do you have a sense of what retirement would look like for you?
I think it would be. I would have no things on my schedule.
Yeah.
I would hang out with my wife and my dog,
Mm-hmm.
read, walk around a little bit,
Play some video games,
play some
go
video
to hang out
games.
with some friends.
Exactly.
I couldn't agree more. And it is like, I feel like we get into this, whether it's like comedy, acting, writing, creating, whatever.
Which, by the way, it's so amazing creating art.
And it's so great to create art. What a lucky opportunity. We're very lucky.
I want to make sure that I say it.
Yeah, say it.
It's so amazing. To be able to create art.
And thank you for saying
that's
that.
gratitude right there. It's fun to focus on something for a couple months, but then to have time off. I remember like in high school being like, I don't want to go to a job every day.
Mm-hmm.
And be like stuck working. But then when you start to get stuff going, then it's like, it's just happening all the time. And I do have that feeling of like, I want to just not do anything.
Yeah. I just want it all to stop.
I just want it all
Do
to stop.
you
I imagine
Zack,
you're very busy.
I do. Yeah. You do strike me as somebody who's busy, and congrats on everything. And your
Thank you. Sometimes,
Emmy
Well, that's the
nomination. You came up through UCB.
Yeah.
Like Beck and I did to a degree. I don't know that we were like fully immersed in the theater, but we definitely were doing stuff.
Yeah, we're doing sketch shows there. We weren't like.
But like it is a constant grind to do what we do. Do you feel like right now, because some good things have been happening, like, oh, I don't need to grind as much in this moment, or do you think it's like still as rigorous?
I don't know. It kind of feels the same in this, but I also never felt like I never felt a real like I need to grind type of mentality. It was more, I was just like doing stuff I wanted to do and like trying to find people I liked, and I feel like it's kind of feels the same now.
As far as the grinding situation, like first time I saw you was in Crashing, and you really stood out, and you were very funny.
At that time I was grinding pretty hard.
Okay,
So
so,
there
that's
was
the
a
thing.
grind
So
era.
leading up to your first big job, I feel like that's when people are grinding. But then I thought, I was like, after that, I would imagine.
You were another stand-up in Crashing?
I
He
was
Pete's manager, right?
Oh, Pete's manager. Right,
Eventually.
Yeah. But like, I was like, oh, I wonder if after Crashing, you were in a position where jobs were coming in, whether it was slow and steady or a lot or whatever, but like, and you didn't have to grind. You didn't have to grind after that.
I mean, honestly, to me, it has basically always felt the same because I kind of don't ask a lot of questions. I just like do the things that show up to me and then hope that more things get to happen. And so far.
So far,
great,
so
because
good.
For me, I'm like,
Yeah, well, we're
the
grinding
fuck am I
right
gonna
here.
do
Right? This is us grinding, dude.
Yeah.
We're like, fuck,
Yeah.
we gotta get something going.
and you, forgive me for not being fully informed here. But-
That's okay.
But you
You worked with our friend Will Steven, is that
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And were you in a sketch group together?
Yeah, we were on an improv team and a sketch group together. Yeah.
Will is a writer on Saturday Night Live who Beck and I both worked with quite a bit.
Yeah.
love you, Will.
Yeah. Hey, Will.
What's up, Will?
Yeah, Will and I were on a 3-person sketch and improv team together back in the day.
Okay.
Do you remember a premise of any of the sketches?
Well, our like first thing that kind of like popped a little bit was we did a Serial parody. At the time that Serial
Okay,
was.
so we're talking like this must have been 2015.
Yeah. We made a Serial parody where Will played Sarah Koenig.
Okay.
Yeah.
Serial was big.
I mean,
I
at the
remember,
time,
I
Serial
remember
was big.
that Thanksgiving listening to all those episodes. I
Yeah.
drove up to Maine with my brother Ryan.
Wait, I'm sorry. Wait,
You drove up with your brother?
Wait, I just got fully lost. You're talking about Serial?
I didn't even know you had a brother until just
I got
now.
2.
Wait, what were you doing with Serial? You were watching Serial on your what?
So Serial was a popular podcast from
S. It starts with
2014.
an S.
Oh, Serial. Right.
Adnan and
See, I was
Yeah.
talking about Frosted Flakes.
Right. I could see the confusion, and I wanted to see how it was going to play out.
Yeah. But
Okay.
yeah, Frosted
And do you
Flakes.
think
Lucky
that is
Charms.
it cool that Will was playing Sarah Koenig, or how do we feel about that?
Is it cool? What do you mean?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
what are you talking about, man?
I don't
Hey,
know.
why would you say something like that? Was it cool? Like, was it okay that he was like,
"Whoa, you're the man who played Sarah Koenig. That's cool."
Yeah, I mean, whenever I see him, that's how I react. But
The Sarah
yeah.
Koenig.
oh my
stare.
God, remember when you played Sarah Koenig?
Yeah,
dude?
yeah. Well, he had. I feel like he had a good handle on the sort of like the cadence.
Yeah.
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 That makes sense.
We did I'm not trying to like plug myself or my.
Oh, yeah, no,
here,
but go ahead and do it. Yeah, just go ahead and plug yourself.
Well, as
Every show, Kyle plugs himself.
You know what? I actually don't want to do this right
What?
now. Zach's here.
I know.
I'm
don't-
happy to.
We're having.
I'm happy to let it play out again.
Zach is so chill. We knew that.
I'm not grinding, so I got time.
He
you
is
know?
the opposite of grinding.
Okay, I actually don't have much of a point other than that. I thought you were going to come after me because I'm not trying to make it the Kyle show. That's never been my intention. I just wanted to mention we did a Serial parody at SNL.
Oh,
I
congratulations,
remember.
Kyle! Everybody, Kyle did a Serial thing at SNL.
Is he done yet?
No, I'm sorry, man. I was just messing around. I love you so much, and I really love your work.
Thank you. People.
You're welcome. Yep. Okay, so you were
And
in,
we're back.
and we're back. So but so get it before you did UCB, before you were in the schedule. Like, how did you
Baby, I imagine, and then like a toddler.
Started
became
baby,
Like,
yeah.
You started as a baby, toddler.
I
Okay.
did baby for a little bit, then I did toddler.
At what point? At what point did you always know you wanted to do comedy, or did you know you wanted to act?
Yeah, probably. Honestly, probably during toddler mode.
Yeah,
Really?
That's early.
I mean, pretty early. I was like, I remember doing little performances and stuff for, I would open my little shop and say, hey, you guys want some food? That kind of thing. And
yeah, that's
By
cool.
the way, that
pretty
sounds
early.
hilarious.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, well, I guess I wasn't necessarily doing comedy yet. I was committing to character work before I got into
you
comedy.
kind of had like a cooking show type of thing.
Yeah.
As a
I was
toddler.
honestly probably closer to a grocery store show.
Yeah.
That would be a great show. Can you imagine a big set? Zach's the
Yeah.
grocery store guy, and he's like, "What are we gonna get today?" Like,
Yeah.
that would be sort of like a really calm, chill show, and you'd be like going around checking the ripeness of the fruits and vegetables.
yeah.
I think people would be like kind of like Great British Bake, which you also are a host of.
Yeah.
Well,
I sort
okay,
of
so it's
found
right
my
on
way
brand,
there
yeah.
eventually.
But
I would like to
show.
do that.
Okay, cool. Let's
you-
let's talk about it afterwards. We definitely get a percentage of your
Okay,
grocery,
yeah,
grocery
sure.
store.
I
Sure,
want to
sure.
say, like, I did not have much to do with it. If you don't want to attach my name, that's fine.
I don't think we would have gotten where we did without your
Yeah.
contributions.
And I think you would really
can
bring a lot
stand
to
by
the
that.
grocery store show.
Yeah,
I do like, I love grocery stores, and I feel like
Yeah.
I like them too.
What's your grocery store?
Whole Foods usually.
Yeah.
classic.
Yeah,
Did you live in New York? Yeah.
I do.
Yeah,
New York
Whole
City.
Foods-
New
Whole-
York City.
Whole Foods is my grocery store in New York. Here it's Sprouts.
Never been.
Oh, you got to check it out.
I got it.
They're if you like a nice crunchy salted peanut butter, they make it there. It's
Ooh.
really nice.
That actually does sound maybe worth a trip.
It's really worth it.
I lived by the Gristedes when I was in New York.
Yeah.
So that's where I would,
I used to hit
Go.
up Christie's,
Yeah.
depending on the neighborhood I was in.
yeah.
Okay, keep. I
Oh,
didn't
man.
mean to.
What? Oh, so
were
when
gonna
you
say
were,
something tight.
okay, you were going to say something tight.
You said you were gonna say something tight.
Yo.
Oh, okay. Here comes my boy Kyle.
Yo, the big birds, like vultures, condors, they are crazy looking.
You talking about birds now, dude?
Yeah.
Yeah, they are
I
crazy.
thought that would be the tight thing somebody would say.
They are kind of scary looking.
Yeah, you got like.
That was tight.
Actually, and I don't know if you know this, but birds are the closest descendants of dinosaurs.
I've heard that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I have heard that
yeah.
as well. It's still hard to believe. Like I kind of always picture them with scales and not feathers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We kind of, because we're of that Jurassic Park generation where
Yes.
they hadn't learned that they had feathers yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's kind of same stuck
Especially
in
the velociraptors. They were basically birds.
Yeah.
Did
That's
you
cool.
when you
It's
were
hard to come back from something like that.
Yeah. Let's see the transition. Oscars, Emmys, high-end acting awards, I guess. You're nominated for an Emmy,
Yeah.
as we said. Congratulations for
Thanks.
your role in Severance. Did you always wanted to do comedy, but did you have that feeling that you wanted to do more grounded, dramatic roles, or was that kind of a surprise to you once you started working?
Yeah, more of a surprise. More of
Yeah.
a surprise. I definitely was comedy focused, but I sort of always approached comedy from a kind of grounded,
Yes.
point of view, I think. Especially when I started doing improv and stuff, I was more drawn to kind of trying to keep it real, as they say.
Yeah.
truth in comedy?
Yeah. So, but yeah, definitely a surprise. Definitely a surprise.
And then how
And confusing to me.
really
Yeah.
and I guess besides the response to your work, you got more into that, and like how was that more dramatic work for you? Like when you're you get the part and then the role evolves and there's more. Was it a challenge? Was it ever like, oh, I don't know if I know how to do this kind of thing, and then you had to learn while you were doing it? Because I mean, you do an incredible job of it.
Yeah, I mean, it was a little like that. I mean, luckily, on Severance at least, I trusted everyone I was working with and felt very comfortable in that, world and with those people.
Yeah.
So I kind of knew we would figure it out. But yeah, it was a little okay, here we go. Yeah, definitely. it is. I'm also like, but hey, I also like silly comedies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
like,
of course.
That's kind of is what I always wanted to do. But yeah, it's great. It's great to get to do a variety of things.
Yeah, it's funny because I feel like there is always that thing of like, I almost feel like sometimes there's like a pressure put on comedic actors to be like, oh, you could do drama. It's like, well, sure, maybe. I really like fucking around and like being silly and yeah.
I would say the main difference for me, like in terms of my experience, is with comedy, you can kind of get instant feedback and like direct feedback because it's like people are either laughing or they're not. Obviously, when you're on set, they're not laughing, but like, you know, after the fact,
It feels good.
Yeah,
it feels like-
you're like, at least for me, because that's what I know and that's what I came up doing. You're like, man, that was great. Like, I know I did a good job.
Yeah.
Whereas when I'm doing stuff that's a little more, that's less focused on getting a comedic response, I kind of just do it and go like, well, I hope that was good. I hope people will buy that. I have no way of knowing, you know, just like kind of just got to trust and put it out there and be like, okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
You just like reminded me of being on a set, like let's say a comedy show or movie, and like, you know, you can feel, even if they're not laughing in the moment, you can definitely feel something. Maybe people break at cut, or maybe just afterwards a producer comes up to you like, Zack, that was crazy. That was hilarious. But we're all so happy you're really bringing it, or whatever. You know what I mean? But then like sometimes when you're on set, you'll see like the producer deliver that to somebody else.
Yeah.
You ever get that feeling of like them going up to say, oh, you're killing it, and then you're just like, how was I doing? Was I okay?
All the time. Yeah. Just happened to me recently. I was like, okay. Yeah.
I get that feeling also when, no matter what kind of work I'm doing, if I'm not getting like a lot of notes, either bad or good, I get confused and in my head and go like, is that good? Or
right. Yes.
Are we happy or what? What's going on?
Well, they say, I feel like early on when I was like doing commercials or whatever, I feel like what I always heard was like, if you're not getting feedback, it means you're doing it.
Yeah, but it's so hard to
believe that.
Yeah, to
trust that.
Take that in.
Yeah. I feel like it takes a while of getting used to that and then being able to trust it and not being as thrown off by it when it happens.
You guys are doing great, by the way.
Oh, like with this
right now?
Really?
Yeah.
You're having a fun time?
I'm having fun.
That's great. I'm having a blast.
Me too. This is
freaking chill as hell. It's fun.
What are you into outside of the entertainment industry?
I guess big scary birds.
Condor.
Okay, well, that's perfect.
Kyle loves that
like
shit.
a condor.
Well, you know,
hawk.
The California condor was on the brink of extinction in, I believe, the late 80s or early 90s. And we brought him back into the general population. And I believe the San Diego Zoo had a big part in that. And I did a report on that in elementary school.
That's great.
But sometimes you see, I was at the LA Zoo recently, and you're like, is that a vulture or a condor? Sometimes I have to look at the sign to figure out which one is which.
Yeah, I always have to look at this.
Yeah.
They had a full carcass at the vulture.
That's what they eat.
Yeah.
You got
What kind of carcass was it?
I
wasn't
didn't
like a
look.
kid,
it was
was it?
It was a rib cage. I don't know what.
See, this is why Serial was such an important show, because you get to the bottom of stuff like this.
Yeah.
Right.
But it is also Serial. Like I remember their whole bit was like talking about memory and what you could actually remember. And I don't fully remember what that rib cage was. And it would be a good way to sort of like launch in and to like kind of figure it out.
Yeah.
I mean, we all know Will. We could get him back. We could do like a little Serial parody.
Steven.
Yeah. We could even do it over Zoom, kind of like how they were doing Zoom stuff in the early pandemic.
I remember when Zoom was huge.
Yeah, dude.
It came out of nowhere.
Yeah, it was like, truly did.
I'd never heard of it, and then
Skype blew it.
That's right.
Skype really blew it
Man,
because they were there. They were ready
Skype
to
was,
seize.
yeah. I remember Google Video for a second. Did you ever use that one?
It's forced on me every now
You
and
could
then.
do it right from the chat.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
why. Yeah.
Yeah,
When we first got to SNL, I remember I would like communicate with friends in LA via the Google one.
Yeah, every now and then.
Do you remember this era? Sorry.
Oh no, I was gonna say I had a great.
Listen, I bet
transition.
yours could be good, but
It's
mine
such
is
a good transition. No, go. You go.
okay. You want to do speaking of? No, let's hear it.
No. I was gonna say, speaking of LA,
How are we talking about LA?
you said I would communicate with my friends in LA.
Oh,
Yeah,
It was perfect.
because you were talking about you were living in New York at the time.
Okay.
And so you would
Yeah.
talk to your friends here.
Yeah. Now,
Yeah.
speaking of that, you live in New
You weren't
York.
really
you're
like
hearing.
speaking that much about LA. It was more of just
It was
like
just
a
you mentioned. I was
subtle, like
you sort of
and I
specific
and I
detail
jumped on it.
within
I
the-
was ready to go.
You're
You know
just
what I
like,
mean?
oh shit, he mentioned
Okay,
LA.
speaking of
Yeah.
LA, do you like it?
He did pound. He pounced.
But yeah, you live in New York.
Yeah.
Do you
York
spend a lot of
City.
time out here?
No.
And do you not like to?
No.
Yeah, that's fair. Do you get bodega sandwiches?
Yeah, I do.
You get breakfast sandwiches?
Yeah, occasionally.
What's your breakfast sandwich?
Just a bacon, egg, and cheese classic.
Nice. Okay. Mine is okay. You looking at me? Does anybody
I-
want to know mine?
I don't care.
Okay. I'm not going to tell you what mine
What
is.
about you? What about yours?
Yeah, what's yours, Cal?
I'll.
Do you like sandwiches?
Tell us, dude. Tell
Do you
us,
eat
dude.
breakfast?
Tell
Do
us,
you eat
dude.
breakfast?
Oh no, I didn't even know I was going
he's-
to talk about this.
He said it in before you got in here in our little warm up. He was saying he does. Wait, no, that was before that. You said you don't like to eat.
You don't like to eat at all?
She tries not to eat.
I try not if I can avoid eating.
He likes to snack.
I do like to. Yeah, I like to graze. Yeah, I'll do bacon, egg, and cheese. I also like sometimes. I mean, just a classic, some sort of like turkey, cheddar, like kind of. I'll
For
build it.
breakfast?
But you know what I like?
You'll do that for
sometimes?
breakfast?
Oh no, I thought we were talking about sandwich generally. At a
I was
bodega.
more focused on
I think
breakfast.
we were focused on breakfast without explicitly saying it.
Fuck.
It's okay, Kyle.
No,
You're
that
new to
is-
this. Is only like our 16th episode. You're still figuring out how to podcast. It's okay, dude.
And I was just curious.
Strike one.
I wasn't judging. I was curious. I
Yeah.
wanted
My
to know.
favorite breakfast sandwich
Is it turkey and cheddar?
at a bodega or like just generally in life.
Let's do both.
I think bacon, egg, and cheese is we can agree is ubiquitous. I
Yeah,
feel
it's
like
great.
everybody knows it's good.
Yeah.
I'm going on
Yeah.
a roll. I'm going on a roll.
Yeah, I
Same.
think a roll
Yeah, you
is
gotta go
great.
roll.
Yeah. And then if I'm going, fast food breakfast sandwich,
Mhm.
the breakfast jack from Jack in the Box.
What's that?
Wow.
That's ham, egg, cheese on a sort of like they're like hamburger buns almost.
Yeah, I like that.
Sandwiches are really, really good.
They are so good. The bread?
I still haven't had bread.
So you're telling me you have been having these sandwiches without any bread, and you're just kind of like,
sometimes they'll give me the bread, but I just haven't touched
Yeah.
it.
okay.
You guys were supposed to talk to Zack about your intro question.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. So right now we do, this. We're trying to figure out what our podcast is about, how to podcast, all that.
I've listened.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Oh, great. So we always do the intro without the guest in, and then we bring the guest in.
Mm-hmm.
And I was thinking it could be interesting to have the guest sit there and see take part in our little preamble, the bits and the discussion and the catch
Like
up.
participate or just watch you?
Just sit there.
sit.
And then I was even Kyle was like, do you think that would make you nervous, feel self-conscious? And I was like, yeah, maybe we put a bag over their head
Well, see, I actually
so
I
that
think
we
that's
can't
a,
see what they're thinking.
a slight
I have a
misrepresentation.
little experience with this, but yeah,
Yeah.
let's hear it.
I don't know that nerves was what I was afraid of. More just that like boredom, and it's like you're just sitting there watching two people. I was saying I might be nervous.
Yeah, you might get
copy. That's
self-conscious
true. I
of
did
like,
say
oh,
that.
yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
I don't know that I would go off in the same way if I knew that somebody.
You were
was-
going off about me before I got
No.
here.
No, not about
no.
you. Just goofing. Just
Here he goes. Zach Cherry's about to come. He's probably gonna walk in here.
yeah, he was ripping on you big time. But what do you think about that? Do you like coming in this way, or how do you feel about
Sure.
like potentially sitting on the couch at the beginning?
Yeah. Well, as a semi-professional podcast guest,
Yeah.
I will say the absolute worst part of every podcast is the part where you just sit there
Waiting to be
and
introduced.
the
I
hosts
agree.
talk and you
Yeah.
don't say anything.
Yeah.
It's confusing and it's
And they're like, when can I talk? I'm
And
always
you-
like, can I
yeah.
talk? Am I
it's
bad
always
if I talk?
I didn't need to be here for this
Yeah.
type of
and
experience.
then sometimes if you do perchance interject, they're like, "Oh, we're getting a little sneak peek from our guest."
Yeah,
you know,
it
they have to
becomes a
sort of
whole
address
thing.
it, and they become
Yeah.
So I definitely prefer this approach.
okay.
I could have told you that immediately.
I'm always looking to improve, tweak stuff, mess with stuff, tinker,
Well, you know, that-
and it's not always good.
How much do you two guest on pods
I've been guesting a lot. I have 2 podcast episodes about to come out. I'm very nervous
in the
about.
chamber?
What did you do you want to say what they are or what? you
Yeah, I
talked
could get
about?
ahead of it. I was on Stavi's World, and I talk about the sock and bopper issue.
The sock and
I decided to
bopper.
put it all out there. I masturbated with a sock and bopper when I was
What's a
child.
sock and bopper?
It's a thing. It's like a kid's boxing glove that you kind of put your hand in this thing.
It's inflatable.
It's inflatable,
Okay.
and I was like, huh. You know,
Sure.
after American Pie, probably.
Sure.
I was like, that looks like something I could go to
I
town
always
on.
thought this story took place before American Pie.
Probably. I'm not sure exactly.
because you would have
I don't
been.
know why you're throwing American Pie in there.
I'm blaming American Pie. It's not my fault. We're all trying to have sex.
age range.
We're all trying to have sex with stuff
Can
because
you want
American
me to finish
Pie
the
and
story
Jason
for you?
Biggs.
Because I've heard the story so
Sure.
many times. I gifted him a set of sock and boppers later on in life.
Yeah, but I didn't take advantage of them in the same way that I did
Basically,
when I was a
he
child.
He fucked a sock and
Sure.
bopper.
Absolutely.
Sort of
And
a
he-
proto fleshlight. Like
Yes.
a,
Yeah, exactly.
He ejaculated inside of it.
No, not inside of it, but it was lubricated.
Okay.
I never went inside.
Okay.
I swear.
Okay. Well, then I actually maybe
Because-
have a misunderstanding of the story because, like, from what I know, his brother and his friend went upstairs and they're like, "Oh, look, you got sock and boppers." And his brother's friend put his hand in, and it was crusty inside.
I see. But
Oh
from
no,
the lube,
interesting.
you're
This
saying.
television. No, it was like it
wasn't
had been
crusty.
lubricated.
Sort
So
of the
it was
opposite
still
of
wet?
crusty.
So well, it was what's the stuff?
cummy.
Lubriderm?
Yeah.
No, not cummy.
Oh.
What's the stuff? You know the KY,
like
not
KY
KY, not
jelly?
KY jelly. But Vaseline.
Sure.
It was Vaseline. So Vaseline hadn't dried
Yeah,
up.
that
It
But
was
doesn't
how
really dry
how
out.
recently had you put your?
I don't know, it was like I was doing it 3 times a day. I don't
But
know.
I know.
Vaseline will stay. You
Will
got
it? Is it still gonna be-
You could leave the lid off a jar of
And it
Vaseline.
doesn't dry out.
out.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It might like get a little film over the top.
Yeah, but
So
it's
do you
gonna
think that he
stay.
knew? Do you think that he's like, wait, Vaseline, your little brother, he was fucking this?
Well, it was my younger brother and his friend.
Oh,
So-
man, I did seriously have
So this is
some.
really
Wow,
taking on a
the whole
different life in
memory
your
thing.
head.
Yeah.
So
I think they like maybe there were like 2 sets of them. They put one in, and it's kind of hard to get your hand in there,
Right.
And then
which for your purposes,
which
Hey.
is great. So then they got one
you
in,
don't
and
want it to be too easy to get
they
it.
put their hand in one, and it was like, and they're like, you put your hand in a.
Oh, wait, were
a
you
sock
were
and
you
bo-
around them?
Yeah, it was like, I couldn't get my hand in.
Okay.
I was like, it was hard to get my hand in. And they were like, we're good. And they like walked out of the room.
But
I
do
didn't-
you think they did the math or no?
Yeah, because I talked to my brother about it like a couple of years later. I was like, remember that song? He's like, yeah, we knew you were fucking him.
Okay.
So okay, getting ahead
So
of
you
that.
told that
One
on
more-
the
you
you told that on a podcast.
you got one whole other podcast coming down the pipe.
I'm talking about my other podcast coming. Yeah, I got that, and then I got Good One on Vulture, and they asked me all sorts of crap.
about like stuff you would fuck and
Yeah, and I was talking about like, well, yeah, yeah, and I told them all the other stuff I had sex with.
that's awesome.
No, there was nothing
That's
else.
awesome.
But yeah. So I would do other podcasts.
Yeah, well, I was just the reason I asked is
I'm
because
nervous about it.
this question, I think it's important to consider things from all perspectives.
Yeah.
Because you were thinking about it from the host chair,
Yeah,
but you got to know what it's like as the guest.
and
I've
we
been
want to
there
put our
too.
guests at ease.
Yeah.
it does
Yeah.
stink.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll keep it like
Like,
this.
there's nothing natural about it. Like, I don't know why.
No, it's almost it has to just be a logistic. It's people just do it because it's easier than
Trying to shuffle you in,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
mid-record or something.
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
that.
and we're cutting a ton of the stuff you guys were kind of getting off on.
Oh yeah, all the bird stuff, ejaculation stuff. and
The bird
sock
stuff
and
is
bubble
fine. I
stuff.
don't think it's not gold.
I just
for
don't
me,
know. I
for
just
me,
don't
if
want.
I had to cut one thing, it would probably be the bird stuff.
Sorry, Kyle.
That's fair. That is very fair. But I actually did feel bad in that moment, just knowing that
when he
just
said,
knowing that I have wasted everybody's
No,
time.
you
Oh
haven't.
no,
You
no,
can't.
no! I was just having fun. Honestly,
Yeah. This is.
I
yeah.
enjoyed the bird conversation.
The bird
It's
was
okay.
nothing. It was a nothing thing.
I don't know how this is gonna look afterwards, but I'm feeling the flow. I'm really loving my time here with Zach.
Yeah, I'm having
And
a lot of
everything you've
fun.
done has been great. Zach has been
I
wonderful.
did. I like the bird. I like birds.
Yeah,
You don't need to build me up. I'm gonna work on just letting this stuff wash over me.
That's what we got to do in podcast
I didn't think it was
world.
brilliant
Yeah.
myself, and that's okay. You know,
it led us to dinosaurs.
There's
That's true.
There's nothing brilliant about podcasts.
That's right.
They've done that already.
They've done brilliant podcasts.
Yeah, and now we're hanging out, just having a good time.
Yeah. Well, that does bring us to just the subject of podcasting generally. Zach, you've heard the show, so I imagine maybe you're aware of the general premise. Is
Yeah.
that Beck and I are trying to figure out what our podcast should be about. Do you have an idea or pitch of what you think we should make a podcast about?
I do. Yeah,
Great.
I do.
Do you think? Would you be interested in telling us, or is it a situation you'd rather not tell
Or,
us?
you know, yeah, would you rather not tell us?
I mean, I guess given that I'm here on the podcast, I will share.
Probably one of the better times to do it.
Yeah. Generally, I wouldn't if it weren't in this exact context, I would not just like walk up to you and give you feedback on
Yes.
that's
on
nice.
your podcast.
That's
but
appropriate.
yeah, I'm happy to share
Okay.
here.
Well, let's ask. What do you think our podcast should be about?
I think it's time. You've done how many episodes?
It must be.
We've aired about 13.
So perfect. I think it's time for you to do a What's Our Podcast recap podcast
Okay.
where you go through all the episodes of What's Our Podcast, you recap them for the fans. And for fans like me, I haven't listened to every episode, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Sometimes I'm worried like maybe the bird thing is a thing you brought up before. I don't
Never. But this is the third time.
But
we've
I don't
got
know that. I'm
birds.
saying I don't know that. So it
But
would-
honestly, like I do think that Kyle and Birds is going to become a part of the What's Our Podcast
Sure.
universe now.
Exactly.
And
And
like,
it's- and
like
the-
it could even be a thing like this week on Kyle's Birds, and he'll talk about like birds.
Right.
The bird thing was a mistake. It was a
No,
mistake.
dude.
No, but this is what I'm talking about. As
Kyle's
the fans, we
Birds,
want to
like-
know, like, maybe Birds was cut from another episode, and
I've been
I
trying
wanna-
to like kind of work it back in.
yeah. So I want to hear these behind the scenes.
Yeah, yeah.
I want to hear what your mood was like on each day.
Yeah.
Like
Of course.
Okay.
The birds
what
was
you
just a
had going
general
on
big
coming in.
mistake, and I take back the bird stuff.
No, you can't take back the bird stuff. It's out there.
But this is perfect
But-
because this is
okay.
what I want to get
So
into.
this is it's a recap of What's Our Podcast
with
That's-
Beck and Kyle.
Yeah.
with Beck and Kyle
Recap.
and Zach Cherry.
Now, can
Sure.
Sure,
Do you
you got to
think
be
it's-
there. We're gonna go. You know,
We're
how
our
it
first
works.
guest,
Yeah, I'll be there.
or our guest? Do you think that like
We can cover this. We can cover the episode we just did.
Oh, that's good too.
Do a
Yeah.
breakdown.
We're gonna
That's good.
definitely. If we cover this, we're talking about the birds. There's just it can't be avoided, unfortunately.
It's probably gonna be a birds. It's gonna end up being
I'm
kind of
happy
like a
it's
birds
gonna be
like-
podcast.
like kind of halfway through the episode, like, well, I guess it's time we got into
Sure,
it.
sure.
Yeah, we
can we roll the clip and then
There we
it's
go.
like
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, that
it
would
was
be,
it was Beck saying
there's no way
like
we can do that,
I-
right? Too
It,
soon.
it was something like you
We
saying
could-
like you
it
got to
could-
say some
we
tight
could-
shit.
For the listeners, they could hear it.
Yeah, we can
maybe.
like wait. It'll
We can
pop
give
up,
them
or
a
we can
break.
wait for it and
Yeah.
be like, let's play the clip, and then we'll sit there and watch it, and it'll like,
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you say though, I'm just to for the sake of conversation,
Mm-hmm.
the end of our episode, which is typically you and I intro, we bring in our guest, we do the podcast within a podcast,
and we come
Yep.
back.
and then we come back. That is almost like a slight recap, is it
Mm.
not? It's not definitely not exactly what you're referring to.
It's a slight recap of the.
But we're not going into like this was good, this was bad, this was good. I remember what I was feeling like this.
Yeah, the feelings. Because
Yeah.
it's with Beck and Kyle. I want to know how Beck and Kyle
Yeah.
were
Yeah.
feeling.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
So what do you think? Is it just this episode or is it the entire canon?
I think it's the canon, right?
I'd love for you to cover the canon.
Okay, great.
As much as possible. Yeah,
Great. What are we calling it?
Maybe.
What's our podcast? Podcast.
Great.
It's our podcast. Why is there why?
Because
I feel like there's one extra
What's Our Podcast is a podcast.
Yeah.
What's our
And so it's the
podcast?
podcast about the podcast. What's Our Podcast?
I think so.
But you put in what?
What's
Wait,
Our
how many
Podcast?
podcasts
What's our
is it?
podcast?
It's the last podcast that is confusing me.
I think say it out loud and you'll feel it.
What's
I-
our podcast? Podcast is a place you could
Podcast.
stop.
No, but that'd be the same as saying like,
Oh, it's a TV show. It's just we're just. Oh, it's the What's Our Podcast.
Yeah.
And this is the What's Our Podcast. I'm with you.
Just
Yeah,
say it.
I think I see
Let
it
it
both ways.
flow.
Yeah.
Try it. Let it flow.
Okay, so
Okay,
we're
well, I just said it.
Yeah, but you were kind of hesitant and
Yeah, you're still
skeptical. so-
fighting
Okay,
it.
okay, more confident. Hey guys, we're gonna be right back with the What's Our Podcast.
Yeah.
See you soon.
Feels like the right number of
It feels like
podcasts. Wedding music is typically lame, cheesy, and doesn't represent the client's personal music taste.
Yeah, if you've seen our podcast before, we've told you this, and we're telling you again because it's important.
And you know Beck and I like some good music. I'm talking about
The Johnny Rockets,
mm-hmm,
Pepperone,
mm-hmm,
Jim Jams,
and
and Skeezy McBees.
Yep.
I love those guys. But not everybody has the same taste as us. There's all sorts.
Like my friend Alex. Alex listens to some weird music.
And it does piss you off.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's blaring every single day.
But look, hiring Dart feels like hiring your very talented friend who just so happens to be a DJ like Kyle or a musician like Kyle. The difference is they're professionals, unlike Kyle, and will perform and execute the full scope of the event at an elite level. They have a wide knowledge of music, like Kyle, and understand the dynamics of an event and know how to find the perfect balance between cool and relatable, unlike Kyle.
Dart's performers are a reflection of their clients. By the way, I've used Dart. They rule. Often sharing the same nostalgia, age range, and can relate directly to their clients.
Okay, so look. Dart is an engine. That's right. For fair wages. And payment for musicians in the industry. They offer everything from a single DJ to a
Hi, I'm single. To a
14-piece event band.
Hey, I'm in the band. I'm in the band too. Don't forget me. I'm in the band. I'm in the band. Hey, you in the band? I am. How many is that?
That's exact.
5?
That was 14, I
So
think.
there's
That's
9
exactly what it's like hiring a 14.
With hubs in LA,
He's down
SF,
with Dart.
Austin, NY, and now Chicago, Dart can easily play all over the country and world. Hey, he's ready. He's ready for your darts.
I'm ready for you.
Dun, da, da, da.
Da, 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 da.
Every year I panic at the last minute and end up buying a gift card, but this year I realize there's a way better option. Just buy an Aura frame.
Yeah, because you always just end up shoving that gift card straight up your butt.
And I like it.
That's not what it's for. You're supposed to give it to your amigos, your familia.
My bilingual buddy.
See, so for all serious, I do hate doing the frantic week before Christmas shopping run, Kyle. But yup, and I do that one more time. I love that. But with Aura frames, you don't have to. That's something you need to know. You can, yeah. You want,
Upload
did you want
unlimited photos. What's that, man?
Did you want to say something?
Yeah, I was just going to say upload unlimited photos and video. Just download the Aura app and connect to Wi-Fi.
Yes. And there's also a gift box included. Every frame comes packaged in a premium gift box with no price tag.
Easy to set up. It takes about 2 minutes to set up a frame using the Aura app.
You can't wrap togetherness, but you can frame it.
Frame it.
Frame it. Why did I say frame it? It's like, what was, is that even a word in the dictionary?
As my grandma used to say, I'm having a brain fart.
Yeah, she used to have a lot of those.
For a limited time, save on the perfect gift by visiting auraframes.com. I actually go there sometimes just for fun.
Yeah, just to hang out. Yeah, me too.
Oh, I thought I saw you around there. Get $35 off Aura's best-selling Carver matte frames.
Oh.
Named #1 by Wirecutter.
I didn't know about those yet. The Carver matte frames.
Mm-hmm. By using promo code OURPODCAST at checkout. That's AURA. Frames.com.
Let's see. I'm gonna promo code our podcast. This deal is exclusive to listeners and frames sell out fast. So order yours now to get in time for the holidays. Support the show by mentioning us at checkout. Terms and conditions apply.
AURA. Frames.com.
I love that.
I think I'm high.
What's up, everybody? I'm Kyle Mooney.
And I'm Beck Bennett. Yes. Woo. Back at the pod, dude. Great to see you, man.
Yeah,
it's great to see you.
yeah.
Yes.
Man, you are.
And you are too.
I was just thinking that. You always surprise me.
Thanks, man.
No problem.
Yeah.
I'm always like, that's a little different move than I sort of originally thought was that. I didn't know that was going to happen, sort of.
That's amazing. And you are always kind of doing exactly what I thought.
Thanks, brother.
Yeah.
Well, I really love doing our podcast together. What's Our Podcast?
I love doing What's Our Podcast with you, Kyle.
But I feel like, there's just been such a demand, right?
Of course there has.
For learning more about the process, learning about what behind the scenes.
Of course.
What we were going through, what the producers were going through.
Yeah.
Which is why we've been doing this brand new show, which I'm sure some of you are very aware of, our
Roccos.
Our Rockettes. The Rockettes listen to this podcast.
Oh, okay. Yes, sorry. I realized that. And I stepped in it, and I'm sorry I made a mistake. I'm sorry to all the Rockettes out there.
It's all good. So let's go ahead and get started with What's Our Podcast?
What's our podcast? Is our podcast. That's what it's all about.
You told us.
What's our podcast? That's what we'll talk about. With Beck and Kyle.
All right.
Yes.
Hello,
Officially locked in.
Rockettes.
Hello, Rockettes. We are here with Zack Cherry.
Hi.
Yes.
Right away, I just do want to say I just experienced what we had been talking about as far as kind of sitting here during the intro.
Oh, yeah.
And it sucked.
Yeah.
It's
to be
it was
here.
that bad.
To be here. It was a great intro as a listen. Like
Yeah.
when I listened to this
But
later.
you wanted to be a part of it.
Yeah.
You
You guys were great, and we're having. I was enjoying listening, but I was sort of being like, "Well, what
do
am
I
I
do?"
doing?" Yeah,
but
what am I doing?
maybe if we would put a bag on your head, and you were in
honestly,
another world, like
if there had been a bag on my head, I think I would have been more comfortable.
But that's illegal, right?
not if I support it.
I think we went over it in the part in the intro before you came into our last podcast.
This is exactly what I want. This is the good stuff.
And Kyle told me it was illegal to put bags on people's heads.
Oh yeah, without asking, for sure, for sure.
Okay. Well, yeah, that would have definitely been weird.
Could
if
we actually try something?
Yeah.
Could we try? Could you do a little intro, and I'll kind of like,
Yeah.
Dude, I'm sure we have a bag around here.
I'll
So a
probably get a
paper bag.
big-
I'll kind of bag myself. I can bag myself with this.
I could take my shirt off.
No, you don't need to
Kyle
take your shirt
loves
off.
taking his shirt off. He's got an awesome, just it's like a body that makes you kind of comfortable.
Yeah, I
Like
actually
it's
have
hairy
heard
in a
versions
certain
of
way,
that.
and it's kind of like, oh, that's
Yeah,
kind of like Will.
not threatening. not in. Yeah.
It's kind of like
mean,
Will
now I'm
Ferrell's body.
intrigued.
It's just kind of like, oh, it's kind of cute.
Would the idea be that then I would use your shirt to put over my head?
Yeah,
that
yeah.
I'm less comfortable
Okay.
with.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's definitely illegal.
Yeah, but look, I can just sort of bag myself like
Yeah,
this.
okay.
I would love to see what that feels
Yeah,
like.
I know
we have
Anya's
a
bringing
backpack, I
something.
think we got some kind of bag.
Okay, yeah, let me try this bag.
Oh my gosh, be careful with that. I don't want you to suffocate.
No, there's air holes in this.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
great.
There's air hose.
Okay, so if we
Ear
could
hose.
try, I do just want to see how this
Great.
feels.
Okay,
and I
so-
also don't hate a second chance at
And if
this.
it feels better.
Okay, so for the What's Our Podcast, we're gonna redo the intro with a bag on Zach's head.
And just so you're not in your head, you were doing a great job. It had nothing to do with what you were doing.
Okay, yeah,
It was
yeah.
just
It was
that
just-
I felt like
Because
why
I know
was
you
here?
sort of came after me after the whole birds thing.
We'll get to the bird stuff. Okay, but
We'll get to
let's.
that. You
But
were
now-
doing great.
Now, should we decide this now? I mean, like, is there a yeah? We should. There should be a reveal, like,
but
and
when
our
you
guest.
introduce, when
Yeah.
you introduce me, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you want to reveal?
No,
I think
you can do it. Sorry.
No,
But
yeah, you're welcome
No,
to.
no. I don't want to. I definitely don't want to.
I think it'll be like, and our guest is, and then the camera
Yeah.
will go to you with the bag on
Yeah.
your head,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
you'll pop it off.
I'd
maybe.
love to see how that feels.
Okay.
Okay.
Zach, you let us know when you're ready.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, Zach, are you underneath the bag,
I am.
Okay.
and you feel safe underneath
I
the bag?
feel safe. I'm prepared. Ready
Okay,
to
and that
go.
is, and we're sure that's Zach Cherry underneath the bag.
Yep.
We'll find out once we
Okay.
do the intro.
What's up, What's up, everybody? I'm Kyle Mooney,
And I'm Beck Bennett.
and damn, Beck, wow, I love your button up.
Thank you. This
It's
is
a
a flannel.
plaid.
Yeah. Plaid
What
or
is
flannel?
the difference
What's
between
the-
plaid and flannel?
I think flannel
is the material,
I think so.
and plaid is the pattern.
pattern, yes. So this is but I always would call this a flannel. What
So
would-
would you call it then a plaid flannel if it's the
Maybe.
pattern and the material?
oh, that's really interesting. For all our Rockettes out there, let us know in the
Rockettes.
comments.
Well, I guess we
whether-
didn't check in with you. How are you?
And this is a double RL brand.
Double RL. So it's RRLL or RLRL?
RRL. So
Oh, double RL.
in
I
case
see.
Ralph Lauren's listening, send us more plaid flannels, please. We would love to
So
wear them on the
Ralph
show.
Lauren makes the double RL.
I don't know. Yeah,
So you
I
think it's
so.
Ralph Lauren?
Yeah, this is a Ralph Lauren.
Very cool. Well, as you know, we host a podcast with some rather incredible guests called What's Our Podcast? But
Where we try to figure out
you
what
know,
our
we
podcast
keep
is.
on hearing from both our Roccos and our Rockettes that they want to know more about the process of making our podcast, the What's Our podcast. So we've started this show.
The What's Our podcast, where we kind of look back at all the podcasts we've done and kind of talk about them just a little bit. We won't talk about everything, but we'll kind of pull back the bag, as it were, and see what's beneath the bag.
Show you what's in our bag.
It's What's Our podcast? Here's our podcast. That's what it's all about. You told us.
What's our podcast?
That's what we'll talk about. With Beck and Kyle.
A wonderful guest. So good to see you, by the way. The flannel, I can't take my eyes off.
And you have a sort of a mustard shirt.
This is more of a muscle shirt.
You're wearing one of your Tommy muscle shirts.
It's one of my muscle shirts.
Wow,
we have a great guest. You've seen him on Severance. You've seen him on Crashing.
You've seen him on Fallout.
Came through the UCB from Trenton, New Jersey.
Yeah.
Let's give a big hand for Zack Cherry.
There he is. Yeah.
Genuinely a much better experience, honestly.
Really?
Yeah, it was nice in there.
You didn't feel like you had to participate.
No.
You knew where you were.
You know what it felt like? It felt like, you know, when you have a chance to just kind of be alone with your phone and like scroll a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it feels like a nice kind of you time. It felt like that without having to interface with technology.
Yeah. So it's almost a little meditative.
It
I was going to
was
say, that's the way I
therapeutic.
feel. I would feel at church when I would pray. Like, I never knew that I was praying right, but I just like.
So that's amazing that
It really
Zach
was.
sitting here with the bag on his head was like kind of like you.
Well, the way you're
praying in
describing it, it
churches.
sounds
Yeah.
like what my prayer experience.
It was kind of awesome.
Honestly, and moving forward with this podcast, we could call it the prayer bag and just put it on.
And is in your eyes, the bag is
The God
legal.
bag.
This was the perfect bag.
Okay.
If you're gonna do it with this exact bag.
Okay, we're gonna keep that.
'Cause
Producers, we're gonna hold on to this bag.
I could kind of see a little bit if I wanted to check in to make
Yeah.
sure
Oh,
nothing
yeah.
crazy was happening.
that we weren't doing anything weird. Yeah.
Plenty of air. Yeah, this was perfect.
And the bag says, "Are you down?"
That's right.
So it's kind of appropriate. Are you down for the bag?
Yeah.
Cool. Well, we'll make sure I think we're. I don't know if we're allowed to spoil guests, but we're gonna have Tony Hawk in later today, and we'll make sure to put a bag over his head.
Yeah, we'll tell them all about the bag. But we're not talking about the shows we haven't done. We're talking about the shows we have done. So let's get into it. The first show we ever did was with
I
Frank
can't believe
Gillespie.
what a good mood I am in after having that bag on my head.
You sold us on the
I'm
bag.
genuinely, it felt like the way people talk about like a peyote trip.
Yeah.
I feel like I have a new
Because
perspective.
that's amazing. I feel like with podcasts, it's like there's nothing physical about them. You don't get to really do anything. You're just sitting there talking. And I think the bag is really big.
And I felt like, I couldn't not think about the fact that our guest had a bag over their head.
Sure.
So I was aware of it. And I was like, this intro I think it was definitely longer than the last intro.
Yeah,
right?
I
we spent
honestly
a
think-
little more time on the flannel.
I think that we maybe even felt a little bit more free not seeing Zack.
I think so.
Now, did you feel it all underneath the bag like, they're having fun. They're taking their time because they know I'm underneath a bag.
No, I honestly, there were moments where I wasn't even in this room.
Yeah,
Wow.
you're somewhere else.
So
yeah.
you really
I
did
was
have
somewhere
a
else.
trip. That's
Yeah.
cool.
I would check in a little bit. I remember. Okay, so
Yeah,
there
can you
was a
tell us
moment
where you went a little bit?
Yeah, there was a moment where you had finished the intro and then you went back to the flannel.
Yes.
That I did. That felt a little disrespectful.
to your time.
Yeah. But because I was having such a great experience, I was able to let that thought go almost immediately.
Great.
True meditation.
That's
Cool.
great.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I would like to talk more about that, but that's not what our podcast
No.
is
Let's
about.
Okay. And Zack, I know you said you've maybe heard or seen some episodes. Feel
Yes.
free
It's
to
amazing.
jump in if you want to. Also, no pressure. We're not trying to do. But yeah, let's talk about our pilot episode. Fran Gillespie, who
We probably have about a minute for each of these.
pitched the idea of audition.
So,
I got to say,
perfect. Yeah,
this was when Beck and I came up with the idea for What's Our Podcast, we pitched it to a few different studios.
Where were you when you came up with it, by the way? Can I ask?
I feel like we were hanging, maybe we were at that cigar shop.
Ooh.
Me and Kyle have gone to smoke cigars at a cigar shop where they have leather couches for the
Nice.
boys to sit at. Maybe once. Maybe twice, but I think we talked about it there. That was definitely a solid podcast meeting.
Interesting. I thought that would have come after the podcast existed.
Yeah. Well, it was after maybe we had started pitching, but I
Okay.
think before it existed.
I don't know when it came. I think Beck and I had spoken about like it would be nice to maybe do a podcast, and I feel like I had a little seed of an idea of like, oh, what if it's something where we're trying to figure out what our podcast is, and then we built on that, and then we started pitching it, and we were very fortunate to sort of
Land here at Headgum.
we were very fortunate to sort of land here at Headgum.
Fortunate to what? What were you trying to say?
Yeah, something like that. I was like,
'cause
I
it
don't know.
did-
So I was like trying to like describe like when the great minds collide.
Well, because it was Anya's idea, I believe, to come into this studio for the podcast within the podcast, which I think really worked.
Well, that was after the Fran episode. The
Right,
Fran
right.
episode all took place in the previous studio, but
Yeah, but I do think we landed at a place that has allowed some
yeah. But
lot
the
of-
Fran episode was great. We knew like if we were going to do our first episode, we wanted to have somebody we were comfortable with,
Right.
And she grew up with Beck and
Mm-hmm.
worked with me at SNL and is a very very close friend. And I thought it was a great choice.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. She brought in sides. It was interactive for the audition. We've all auditioned a lot. We had a lot to say about it, and
I remember being self-conscious that day about like mugging to the camera too much.
I remember we graded ourselves at the end of it. You thought you were too silly,
Yeah.
which I think now, having done 18, I don't think we can be silly enough.
Yeah, I hear that.
I remember we didn't switch studios, but we were going into the podcast within the podcast, and I just started felt like my head, I was like sweating out of nerves of like, I don't know how to do this.
Interesting.
You know what was
This might be another opportunity to implement the bag.
Okay.
If
yeah.
you're ever feeling like that while doing the podcast,
You know,
I love that.
I mean,
Do you want to? I am curious.
I honestly
Zack-
had this feeling. I was like, what if I came up with the bag stuff because I was like, what if we did our intro with bags on our heads?
Yeah.
And we couldn't see each other because like it is an audio medium.
right.
And I was like, maybe that would be freeing. Kyle, how does it feel to have the bag on your head? Or maybe when the bag's on your head, you're not there. I
Yeah,
don't know.
it's
Here's what I'll say about the bag.
I'm gonna.
I don't know that I can't. I don't know that I could definitively speak to some of the strength you're. I
Sure.
can feel. I can see what you're saying,
Yeah.
and I don't disagree.
Smells pretty good in here.
For me, it's more of an experience. What I like about it is that like I'm allowed to ignore people.
yeah, sure.
Like
Sure.
it's more of like, okay, I actually don't need to listen to
yeah,
this person right
or
now.
or respond or
Yeah, yeah,
participate.
yeah, yeah.
Absolutely.
It's
Yeah.
freeing.
Yeah, this feels very nice.
You look funny in it.
You can't even see
You
me.
look like a critter.
You do look like I was just gonna say.
You look like a rock man or
You
something
look like
that.
some type of monster character.
Like,
yeah,
maybe
yeah,
like
like a
the-
Tim Burton esque.
I was gonna say the guys from Beetlejuice, little snake guys. Little snake-
And I do like it when you're exclamatory because we don't see any emotion.
exactly.
Really suits
Can you give us a range of emotion, sort of from underneath the bag?
Yeah. So let's see. That's pretty funny.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, that's really funny.
Okay. So we're gonna stick mostly with different levels of funny.
Yeah.
That wasn't that funny to me. Sorry, I was trying to find a different level.
Yeah.
No, that's fine.
You had mentioned being scared or nervous. Okay. Yeah. And did the
okay.
bag help with that?
A little bit, but it does. I think it does make me want to participate less.
Yeah.
You know, it cuts me off.
Yeah.
But in kind of a nice way.
Yeah, and kind of a nice, I enjoy that experience, but yeah.
The only other thing I'll say about the Fran episode was we
Bag's here in it, in case
went
anybody
to 33 taps after. and
This
had
I was gonna ask about any food in and around any of these
I
episodes.
feel like we had
Yeah.
maybe some wings.
We had some wings. We had some boneless, maybe.
Yeah. Oh,
And-
did we have nachos?
Yes,
Ooh.
And that's something we've not done since. And
Okay.
I miss that sort of
I
thing.
do too.
Sure.
It'd
We
be
gotta
nice.
start
We've been like busy. We've been like
Yeah, everybody you got to pick up your kid or you got to get to another thing.
yeah.
That's why I feel like it's important to take time to reflect like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
'Cause you
I
remember what you're missing out on.
I
absolutely.
think we
And
should definitely go to whatever
33
that place.
taps.
is,
sometimes
yeah.
Beck drives me home though.
That's
That
really
is very
nice.
cute. Yeah.
The Rockettes are going to eat that up.
Yeah. We carpool. It's really cute.
And
Yeah.
can I ask, this is actually, when did the Rockettes thing arrive? Because I haven't encountered that.
So, well,
I must have missed that one.
Well, recently we decided Kyle came up with Roccos for our fans.
Okay.
Like the people who listen to our podcast are
Sure.
Roccos. And then for
and
this, you Rockettes happened right here.
They
in the
listen to
moment.
this
oh,
podcast.
wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
They listen
Wow.
to
So
the
you were-
podcast.
you were
about
here
the
for that.
podcast.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. You're kind of the first Rockette
That's thrilling.
in a way.
I mean, like if there's some sort of wiki of this whole experience, I feel like you now are even more notable.
It'll go down there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
The bag, the Rockettes, you're all over this.
And I do think I have a feeling that there will be a community of listeners that develops that I'm going to refer to as the bagheads, who
Yeah.
will probably put a bag on their head to listen to the show going forward.
I love that.
yeah.
Because I do think if you're listening, it will change your experience and your relationship to the podcast.
To
If
our
you're-
Rockettes out
And
there.
like and you know, if you're out there, if you're a Rockette, if you're a Rocco, whatever you are, or if you're neither,
If
if
you're
you're
a
just a
baghead,
casual
whatever.
listener, yeah, we encourage you. Go ahead, throw a bag on right now. Send us photos, send us videos. We'd love to see you
right.
listening
Definitely
to the
not
podcast.
plastic. No plastic bags. I want to go on the record saying
Yes.
because people could suffocate.
I've flipped on the bag thing. I used to say bags were illegal. Now I say bags are okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, make sure it's not illegal,
Bags are
whatever
bags.
whatever the version of it you're doing.
Yeah.
but-
Yeah. You don't want it to be a stolen bag. or
No,
something.
no.
Yeah.
Our second episode was Mark Marin, and his suggestion was wacky and not. Now that episode we were recorded much.
Was our 10th episode we recorded, I
Yeah.
believe. So
That was great, intimidating because Mark Marin is a pretty prominent
Yeah.
podcaster.
But he was very nice,
Very
and
sweet.
and fun, and he had a great time. It seemed like, and
Do you think the bag would have helped
him or us.
at all in that episode? I'm now realizing what I really want to know is with each of these episodes, how would have the bag
Okay.
would have
Okay,
impacted
that's
it.
fair.
I think that felt good.
I think that I would, just to be fully honest, I would
Yeah.
feel disrespectful putting a bag over Mark Maron's
Sure.
head. But I can
Sure.
tell you who I'd throw bags on.
Yeah, who would you have felt comfortable
Tim
with?
Baltz was our next episode. I would feel comfortable approaching him with that.
yeah, Tim was a guy I'd never met him before. So sweet, very smart, down to go
Sure.
with anything. Spoke
Seems game.
French. Yeah, we talked about Wet Dream Brothers. So I think he'd be like, yeah, put a
would-
bag
yeah.
on my head. Yeah, I
Then
think
we
he'd be
had
down.
Claudia O'Doherty, a friend of ours. Again, I would approach like, hey, we've been doing this thing, talking about this thing.
Sure.
Would you consider wearing a bag on your head?
I think
if-
Claudia would very nicely say, I don't want a bag on my head.
Yeah.
Like, I've come here to do your podcast. Don't put a bag on my head.
If any of the previous guests do stumble across this conversation, I would love for you to reach out and let them know if you would have bagged or not bagged.
Oh,
Yeah.
what, any of the previous
Yeah.
guests?
So if Claudia or Mark or Fran, if you hear this, please reach out and
Yeah.
let them know
Let
if
us
you would have
know.
bagged.
And I also want to say, if you're listening to this and you are a future guest, you're listening and you're like, oh, I want to do this show maybe someday. Feel free when you're on the show to volunteer yourself.
Yeah.
Say, I'd like to put the bag on my head.
It was great.
It really brings a new element to the show.
Bobby
got Bobby.
Moynihan, I would force a bag on him.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Put a bag on.
Legal or not.
Yeah, and Bobby would love a bag on his head.
Yes. Brennan Lee Mulligan.
I think I'd ask him.
I think
Yeah.
he would be game for
Yeah, I don't know. We don't know him as well, but he seems like
I know Brendan pretty well. He coached one of my improv teams for years. This guy's got the heart of yes and.
okay.
in him,
Yeah.
deep
And we
inside.
have. I feel like knowing that we have, a former student of his, that we can
Yeah.
maybe use that. To
Yeah.
our-
And I'm going to say now that we've gotten into this, I feel pretty good about putting a bag on a guy's head. A woman, I'm kind of I feel out of place putting a bag on a woman's
It
head.
certainly has a whole different
It's just a
connotation.
different thing.
A
It's not-
there's
it
a
doesn't feel
history
nice.
with that doesn't feel good.
Yeah, yeah, and yeah.
Great. Which brings us to Brittany Broski. So
I don't want to put a bag on her.
No.
Jack Black.
It depends on how we reacted to it in the moment. If he was like, "What do you want to do?" I'd be like, "Never mind. We're not
Sure.
putting a bag on your head."
Now,
sir."
could that be a scenario where Beck and I put bags on our head?
Yeah,
Heads.
just kind of paved the way.
I'd be okay with putting a bag
Yeah.
on my head then. Yeah.
Okay, Meg Stalter.
I would want to put a bag on my head during that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sam Fragoso.
Yeah, I don't think he'd like it. I don't think he'd want to because he was kind of interviewing us. and-
Okay.
Okay, Matt Rogers.
Matt would love to do the bag. Are you kidding? Matt would be like, I feel like Matt would want to come back on the show to do the bag.
Okay.
I don't know.
I don't know if that's true.
Yeah.
Okay, Skylar Gazondo.
Yeah, put a bag on his head.
Okay.
Now what? You're not
No,
even
I'm
participating. Come on, you got to talk
Absolutely.
about who you'd bag or not.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It sort of feels like you have an emotional bag on your head right now.
I'm feeling a lot of bag edge.
Bag edge. Kyle's got a lot. Of
Yeah, no, I think I'm with you on most of these. I am. I'm sorry that I'm giving you a hard time.
And then did you guys eat anything?
now you want to
after?
go back? Fran Gillespie. Hey, wait, Mark Maron probably did not eat it. May have
Before?
driven. We
or after?
drove together after Mark.
I
Maron,
think
maybe?
so. I mean, I don't.
After Tim, definitely.
Sprinkled
I know
throughout
after Tim we
have
drove
been
together.
chips,
Okay.
and mint chip protein bars.
Ooh, okay.
And then maybe one of those little snack packs where it has like nuts and some bits of cheese, like the little circular things, because that's what they have
The
here.
white,
Yeah.
the popcorn.
Skinny pop.
Skinny pop.
Is that what it
I
is?
want to be completely transparent. I had a chocolate quinoa cake moments before I
The
started
crunchy
the
ones,
Oh,
the
fun.
little.
crunchy one.
I know what you're
Crunchy
talking
one.
about. Yeah,
I didn't like it.
I don't
Wait,
like
that
them
was
either.
from
I don't like
here
them
or
either.
It's from here. It's from
Oh,
here.
interesting.
My wife likes the
Right
crunchy
before, yeah.
quinoa chocolate cakes.
Yeah.
No, thank you. Not worth it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'd
So
rather
wait,
get
sir.
my-
Now do you want me to finish the list, figure out who we're bagging, or are we going into like just?
Or are
food
we
stuff?
ready to talk about the bird?
I think we should talk about the bird because we
Okay.
don't have a lot of time.
Okay,
And
okay.
Let's talk about the
Can
bird
we
in the room.
now? We can't hear it, but can we show or play the clip for our listeners and viewers as to how the bird came to be?
And here it is.
Oh, so when
gonna
you
say
were
something tight.
okay, you were gonna say something tight.
You think you're gonna say something tight?
Yo,
Oh, okay. Here comes my boy Kyle.
yo, the big birds like vultures, condors, they are crazy looking.
You talking about birds now, dude? Yeah, yeah, they are
I
crazy.
thought that would be the tight thing somebody would say.
They are kind of scary looking.
Yeah, you got like.
That was tight.
Okay, so
it's,
as
no way, it's probably still playing.
Okay. I figured that maybe they could just pause us and stretch.
I thought
out
it was
the
like
time.
it'd be a picture-in-picture, and it's like playing right now as they cut around to us. You know what I mean? Like a little
Okay.
pause.
All right. So we're gonna be quiet for a little while longer.
Allow space.
Just let me know when you think we can talk.
Okay, so I feel like the bird clip is maybe over now.
Yeah.
Okay. So as I recall, you said something like, "Were you about to say something tight or something like
Yeah.
that?"
Yeah.
And I said, "Yeah, aren't big." I'm paraphrasing. I think it was something like, "Aren't big birds fucking crazy like vultures and condors?"
I don't. If you had said big birds, I would have thought of Sesame Street, and I don't know if you said big birds. Like you might have said large bird, because I don't remember
I
thinking
do remember some kind of big bird.
big bird. You remember hearing big bird?
Now I want to know
but-
what is everybody's problem with that comment.
I had no problem with it. I've been on record the whole time as saying
Yeah.
I liked it and I enjoyed the conversation.
Yeah, no, I think
But
we
you were
are
also on the record saying it was cuttable.
I know.
I said
it
if
was
we
cuttable.
had to cut one thing, that or
Of the whole show.
fucking what was it called?
sock and boppers.
The sock and boppers. I said I would cut
Well,
the
the sock
birds.
and boppers, it has to stay.
Exactly.
gotta stay.
Exactly.
Okay, yes. If it's between the two of them,
yeah.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
But I felt like in the moment you were saying like that was such a notable bad part of this show. that
was
you
not-
have
No,
to get
because
rid
he
of
was
it.
because if he actually felt like it was bad, he wouldn't say that. Probably.
I wouldn't.
It's a funny thing
I
to be
wouldn't.
like the bird stuff was so bad.
So do you
that
think
we have to
do you
cut
think
it.
there's actually something that has happened that's worse that you're not? You don't say it out loud, but do you think there's actually something like, well, I'm not going to bring that up because that actually could hurt their
No.
feelings?
I mean, there's stuff I want to bring up that you said might get cut that I think should stay in.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Right.
But no, I enjoyed every second of the experience.
Yeah, I think I enjoyed the bird stuff. Like I even said, I think it could become its own segment or its
Well, the
own
bird.
Instagram.
I actually think. Sorry, and I'm sorry.
its own Instagram, Kyle's birds, and like
I
photos
do
of
think-
birds.
a segment.
I
I
think
do
that
it
think
should
that,
be a
like,
segment.
yeah.
We've given, a decent amount of airtime to the birds that now, like, we've gotten mileage out of it.
Yeah.
That now it's arguably not cut. You can't cut
You can't cut it.
No, and when
And something I like about the birds is it's not attached to a brand.
right.
They're not
Right.
pitching anything.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're not it's just birds.
It's just
Yes.
birds. And birds are so cool and they all make different sounds. My dad's a little bit of a bird guy. He does that.
Little ones.
Binoculars.
The
Little
what?
ones.
Binoculars.
Little ones. Binoculars, yeah.
That's what these are.
Yeah, that's what these are.
When you're putting your hands over.
Yeah, and he kind of like, you kind of look for the birds, and then you kind of like, oh, I saw that
Yeah.
bird. Yeah.
I've been seeing some pretty cool birds around town.
Yeah.
You know what they have?
Let's get into
Oh
it.
man. There's a group of like I guess you'd call them parakeets, maybe.
Whoa.
Oh, and well,
In Eagle Rock.
they're the Pasadena parrots.
So they're parrots.
They're parrots,
Not
and they're
parakeets.
green.
Yes.
Yeah, and they have been around my house early in the morning.
Whoa.
But they're like these are genuine like tropical birds.
Yes.
Were they involved in We Bought a Zoo?
Oh, yeah. Whatever happened to the animals from We Bought a Zoo? Did they get out, and are they like running around?
I don't
now?
know. You know, this in New York, we don't really have this wide variety of birds. I mean, you guys lived there, so
There's
you
nowhere
must
for them to
remember,
go.
but
Pigeons, right?
basically pigeons.
Yeah.
That's it. So I don't get. That's why one reason I was so excited to talk about the birds.
No, you really like the birds?
I do. I really like the birds.
Yeah, we all like the birds, Kyle.
No,
like,
I
this
didn't
is
even
gonna
know.
be- this is
Just- obviously, we have a ton of things in common. We're in a similar career. You know, we have friends in common. But the birds, I feel like, is something. That was the first moment I felt like we truly
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 Kinda walked
connected
in?
on. Yeah, I was like,
I had
okay,
no idea, Zack.
I enjoy the bird stuff.
I had no idea.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I will say I've been interested in birds and trees, like because
trees. I'm less excited.
yeah,
about,
it's less exciting. But like walking around with Ruby, my son, and seeing stuff and like knowing
Sure.
about the things
you can
and being
put-
able
yeah.
to talk about
Well,
it.
sometimes
is really fun.
I see. You ever see like a big old hawk or an eagle?
Oh yeah, I love
That
it.
is like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, that
the wingspan on
breathtaking.
those things.
or I like seeing an owl.
I see. What do you see an owl often? Because they're not.
I've seen them a
nocturnal, as
couple
we all know.
times. You do hear them a lot.
if you
Yeah.
see
But
them
I
in the
have seen them.
day, you might want to watch out
Yeah.
because
Go.
if they're out during the day, it might be something a little
I'm a different type of
crazy
owl.
going on. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Stay away from
Yeah.
that owl. Doesn't know its place.
Well, thank you guys so much.
it's been an amazing episode of What's Our Podcast. Oh, excuse me, a little something coming up there.
I hope our Rockettes learned a little bit more about who would get bagged.
Yeah, and you'll learn more about the show and us on the next.
Ask your
episode.
friends, are you baggable? I don't
Yeah.
know, or don't. I don't.
Yeah.
No,
does
yes.
Does that have a
Ask your
connotation?
friends.
Yeah, like, and see what putting a bag on your head might feel like while doing something. Like maybe at dinner with your parents, be like,
Fuck why you have a bag on your head.
What'd you say?
I thought we were talking about things you do
I
with your
thought
bag.
you said, fuck while you have a bag on your head. Is that what you
I
said?
think that is what he said.
I didn't say
I
that.
was trying to reclaim. I could sense we're all getting a little nervous about the bag conversation. I think we can reclaim its meaning. It doesn't have to
bags
be
are
about
back.
fucking.
Bags are back.
It can
doesn't
be
mean-
about anything.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
a meditative space. It's a
like-
holy space.
Yeah, be like, excuse me, I need to get bagged.
Yes.
Or like, I'm going to go bag myself.
That's right.
And it's like, I need to take space.
Yes.
And I need a moment.
You should
Yeah.
have the freedom to do that at any time.
So thank you for being here. Let's all get bagged.
Love you, Rockettes. Love you, Roccos.
Thank you, Zach Sherry.
I love you, Rockettes, too.
We'll be back in a minute.
And we'll bag you later.
What's up, everybody? We're back at What's Our Podcast.
After What's Our Podcast. Just doing a little recap. That was very fun.
Zach, that was a great,
I had a great
idea.
really
time.
great idea,
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
and definitely revisitable
Yeah.
because
I
we're
think
going
so.
to be doing more shows.
And I think that I kind of felt the desire to do a little recap at some point. So that'll be coming back. The bag will be coming back. And I do think, I don't know how Kyle's Birds is going to come up, but maybe it's when we get our own Instagram handle for the show. And every now and then, Kyle posts a bird that
Can
he
I
saw.
just say, can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
You mentioned your next guest. It's the perfect guest to do Kyle's Birds with.
Okay.
Tony Hawk is going to be
I can promise
'Cause
you
he-
that there will be a bird mention.
okay.
Because he's flying on that half.
And you don't have to tie
And
it
you
to
know
his
what?
name. You don't have to make it like,
Oh,
but just have a moment.
But I do
to-
have a seg in my head. I think
Yeah.
I could use.
Yeah.
So like Tony Hawk. So let's talk this through. Tony Hawk's here. We're kind of talking. Kyle's like, well, now it's time for Kyle's Birds.
Can I rehearse what I
Please,
think?
what would
please,
you do?
please.
Because I like skateboarding and I'm a fan of Tony Hawk, and his original skateboard decks it was like a hawk skull.
Yeah.
Mm.
So he's embracing it.
The bird.
And
Isn't he the
imagery.
Birdman? Don't
Yeah,
they
he's the
call him
Birdman.
Birdman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'd be like, like immediately you sort of embrace this iconography, right? Of the hawk and of the bird. where do you fall on birds? Are you a fan of birds?
Yes. Okay. And
Big-
we are
big
gonna you're
birds.
gonna do that.
And how do you
gotta
feel about
mention big
larger
birds.
birds?
Yeah, there you
Like condor, for instance, California condor. You're
Yeah.
from-
Yeah.
And he might know because San Diego Zoo, he lives in Carlsbad.
That's a big zoo. Yeah. That's an awesome zoo. So yeah, so everybody listening, Kyle's gonna break out Kyle's birds in our next episode with Tony Hawk.
We'll talk about some favorite birds. But this, Zach, really, I feel like, I've gotten to run into you a couple times and interact in very short stints, but really a true pleasure.
And now we know we always have a go-to topic
Yeah.
Yeah.
next
We
time
do.
I see you.
The birds or the bags?
Birds and the bags.
I was thinking birds, but yeah, bag. We can talk
And we could
bag.
be in a room and we could talk about birds and we could be like, who would you bag here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or who do you think would want a bag or
Yeah.
Which of the birds?
of the people?
Of the people.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe we could also be like, what bird do you think they are?
And
Would you
also,
bag them?
can we clarify something on the bags? Like, the bag, it doesn't mean,
It's not a bad thing.
it's not about, it's like,
That's what I was trying
yeah,
to say.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's like,
I think it could be like somebody who's like game and has a good sense of humor and is fun and
I can
down.
imagine this going viral. Like, you go, like
It's open. Yeah. It's like,
you
also-
hang out with some people, like, hey, bag yourself.
Yeah.
I'm bagged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they're bagged for a while.
Yeah, and it's just like a little bag. Take away the whole bag, like the negative connotation of it. It's fun.
There should be no stigma to bagging, self-bagging.
It'd be so nice to be like, I'm not having fun in this moment. Excuse
I
me.
just need a quick
Bag
trip to the
yourself
bag.
for like 10 minutes. Take a deep breath and be like, I'm ready to come back. Yeah. It's been so nice having you here. I had an absolute blast.
Wonderful time.
Can't wait to see
Hope,
what you do next.
Yeah, hope your time in LA is decent. Maybe we'll see you around and keep crushing it.
Keep bagging.
Stay grinding.
Stay grinding, brother.
Remember when we talked about grinding earlier?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. Well, that's it.
Thanks, guys. Rocco's
Rocco's
and
Unite.
Rockettes.
Rockettes. I think I do want to just say I think the Rockettes are kind of specifically the fans of me on this podcast. I'm gonna claim the Rockettes
Wow.
because
Yeah.
I was here for their genesis.
Absolutely.
So Rocco's like the whole show.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rockettes also like the show, but they also like me on the show.
Okay.
That's great.
Great.
Yeah, there it is.
So
Okay.
shout out to my Rockettes out
Yeah,
there.
dude. Look at that. I
Oh,
love
this
that.
is me probably. Shout out to my Rockettes. I love ya. Keep
Shout-
kicking.
Shout out to Zach's Rockettes and shout out to our Roccos. Keep kicking.
And the Rockettes like you also,
Yeah,
to be
yeah,
clear.
right.
And we should also say this is Rockettes. This is not the Radio City Music Hall
No.
Rockettes. This is
No.
spelled differently because it's ROCCETTES,
Yes.
Yeah.
which I don't believe. I feel like there's probably a
There's a K.
K.
There's a K.
Yeah.
What about bagheads?
Bagheads, I'm letting that go.
That's for the show.
Okay.
The show
Yeah.
needs that. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, we'll
Well.
see you next week, Roccos and Rockettes.
Well, the Rockettes will tune in every week, but they are kind of
Yeah.
mostly.
Mostly there for you.
Yeah.
And so I'm sorry. Now, okay, hang on.
Okay. So wait, I thought the show was okay.
So are these people who were listening to the podcast before? They're like, "Ooh, Zach Cherry's going to be on this podcast," and like, are they?
I think if you started listening
Were
to the
they
podcast
Roccos
because
ever?
of
They
Zach,
have to be Roccos. They have to be Roccos.
You start out as a Rocco.
No, they're still Roccos. They have
Okay.
to be Roccos.
yeah.
They like the show. They love you guys.
Oh, okay.
But to be a Rockette, it's kind of more specifically about me on the show.
Okay.
Okay, word.
Well, please shout yourself out if you're a Rockette. We want
Yeah.
to know in the comments. And go ahead and do you have anything you want to plug, by the way?
I'm just.
Probably
do
just
you have an
be- just-
Instagram or a Twitter or
No,
anything like that? Or
no.
an X? Okay.
Okay.
I'll say this: there's a fake Instagram that's not me.
Okay.
So leave that alone.
We can't. You wouldn't want people to flood that with Rockette stuff.
I would.
Okay.
Make yourself known on any Instagram you can find that's at all associated with me. It's not me, but if you could let them know you're a Rockette, I would love that.
Yeah, it'd be nice for whoever's running that
Yeah.
account to like have to deal with like
Yes.
who are the
Yeah,
Rockettes
yeah.
and why
There
are
we
they
go.
posting
Swarm
on
it.
everything.
Please.
And so, yeah, other than that, Zach was just in this episode of What's Our Podcast. So if you haven't listened to it, go ahead and check
Go
this
ahead and
episode out.
rewind this
Or if you
episode
have
back.
watched it, go ahead and check it out again. And thanks for being here.
All right.
Bye.
What's our podcast? What's it gonna be about?
Tell us.
What's our podcast? What should we talk about?
with Beck and Kyle.
That was a Headgum podcast.